So if you remember, the core principle here is we want you to go to the gym consistently and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So if you go in the evening and it's very crowded, you don't enjoy it, and you actually cannot get a very efficient work done, then I would say that's no point lah.
Welcome back to FatFitFam. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Dan.
Today we're going to talk about efficiency, how to gym within a short period of time. For example, your lunch breaks.
Yeah. Can you show your slides?
Okay, show the slides.
Okay,
so this is the topic today, FatFitFam gymming at lunchtime and how to make 45 minutes enough. So I think typically everyone has about 1.5 hours to 2 hours of lunch break.
Yep.
And your work it could be work from home or from the office.
Yep.
So I'm going to talk about how I have done this for the past 3 months. So recently, my company asked me to go back to office.
Yeah.
So 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out which gym to go to and how to cut short my gym within that 90 minutes. So I think for yourself, right, you have always been gymming at lunchtime, right? Because I've seen your Instagram posts.
Actually, it's been I experimented. Okay. So I gym in the morning first, which is the 8 to 9 before work start, and then now I shifted to lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, but because when I started doing gyms in the morning, right, I realized that you're not so awake, and you're not pushing as hard. And I don't know, I just felt very off in the morning. Like, what about you? Why do you think lunch is better? Like, I'm sure you've gym in the evening, and maybe even tried in the morning. So why is lunch a better time?
I believe because I realize, nowadays I've been sleeping a bit late. I procrastinate. I scroll doom scroll on my Instagram. It's a bad thing to do. I've been trying to cut out the habit. It's my New Year's resolution.
Okay.
But usually I sleep at like 12 or maybe latest 1 a.m.
Okay.
Then when I wake up in the morning the next day, I feel so lethargic. I cannot wake up, and I don't have enough energy to push.
The gear needs to turn first, slowly.
Needs to churn, But it depends also. I think if I do it alone, I don't have that motivation. But if I do have some friends, because nowadays my schedule is 1 day gym, 1 day run, 1 day gym, 1 day run. So I run on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes my friends can only make it in the morning because they have evening meetings.
Sure.
So sometimes if they join me in the morning runs, it motivates me.
Yeah.
But if I do it alone, it gets more lethargic, it gets more demotivating.
Yeah.
So since then, I've also been adjusting my times to lunch breaks, and also it's more efficient, I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I think lunchtime is a bit efficient, but I think the balance, the balance that you have to hit is how do you eat and gym, with the rest.
So I have a hack for this.
Okay.
So for me, during lunchtime, you can either choose to go out and eat with your colleagues.
Yep.
When it's super crowded.
Yep.
Or eat at a later time.
Yeah.
So what I do personally is I will tell my colleagues, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. So when they go and makan, right, I go to the gym, 1 hour-ish.
Yeah.
Then I go because usually the queues at lunchtime crowd is super. It's super long.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So if you go at 12, the queue is going to be very long.
Exactly,
but if you go at 1:30 or close to 2, the queue is shorter or maybe even empty already.
Right.
So I go to the gym at 1. So I go to the gym at 12.
Yeah.
I come back about 1:15-ish. The queue is shorter. I tapao. And then I just go back to my desk and I eat with my colleagues, which are still chit-chatting, by the way.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
they usually start work at about 2 something.
Exactly.
About 2,
2,
So by the time I come back, I still can squeeze in my lunch, and I usually buy a very simple vegetarian food. Which I think we will talk about next episode. But I really love this. It's called Thunder Rice.
Okay.
So it's a very quick hack. I eat it and go back to work. So that's a very quick and efficient routine as compared to if you gym in the morning and the lunchtime. Probably you crash. Take a nap because my office also has this sleeping booths.
Oh, okay.
So I did try. I take a nap, but not very efficient.
Sure.
Just sleep more in the morning and then gym in the lunchtime is better.
I would say it is still a personal preference. Like you can gym in the evening or early in the morning, but I also find the same rhythm or it feels better to gym in the afternoon. I mean, not saying why, but a bit of an introvert in the office, I don't really care about chit-chatting or whatever. Work is work, right? So I also gym in the afternoon and just avoid any kind of thing lah. But I'm a bit different from you. I like to eat first before I go to the gym to fuel up. But it's a bit not say dangerous, but I think it really depends on your body. Like my body digests things very quickly, so I don't have to wait so long until I start working out. But the problem is that after you eat, sometimes you feel very sleepy. Then you don't feel motivated. So you do need to switch on and tell yourself, okay, I still got to go and train. So yeah, okay. Shall we get to these slides?
let's get to the slides.
Okay.
So
what do you have for us?
I created some slides. Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
So how to gym within 45 minutes? Because 45 minutes is usually a very, very short period of time.
Yeah, I think I want to throw out that misconception. So some of you can think, when you go to the gym, you should spend 2 hours or something. But actually, no. 45 minutes to me is enough. I also advocate it doesn't have to be very long. It just has to be very consistent. Right?
Correct, consistent and progressive overload.
Correct. So either you go, like you say, every other day or whatever. But imagine if you go 2 hours and then you're super sore and then you're demotivated to go tomorrow and then you say, I gym so hard already, tomorrow I don't need to go, right? So that's not really what we want. We want more consistency
and able to weave in these times,
correct,
to your
in
schedule.
your schedule and everything.
Yeah. So this is my hack for 45 minutes because I've been doing it for the past 3 months and I feel I got bigger, I've gained.
Great.
I mean, at least my girlfriend tells me that I've grown wider, so that's a boost of confidence.
Did you measure like weight?
I did weigh myself, so I was about 67. Now I'm like 69, so I gained about 2 kgs.
Do you have a BIA scanner?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think my gym doesn't have it.
Only
but
weighing
the last
scale.
time I did, only weighing scale. Yeah, but I feel like I gain more muscle mass. I feel I look in the mirror, I feel I got bigger.
Yeah,
so I guess that's one of
part.
the important things. But then I still feel a bit fatty on my torso area, so I'm still trying to work on that.
So consistency, it takes time, trust the process.
So
about
about 3 months of this gym and I feel very good. I feel very good now these days.
So to all out there also, even if you don't have a weighing scale or BIA scanner, we call it what's BIA stand for? The one that can scan your body fat percentage, composition and all this. I think even if you don't have it, a good indication is like you said, you feel better physically. Maybe you sleep better also. Your clothes sleep better also.
And another thing is the weights I hit.
Yeah.
So my bench used to be let's say 20 kg. Now I can hit almost 30 already.
Oh, that's great.
So I feel stronger. I feel better. I can see the progress.
Okay.
So I think gradual increase in your 1 rep max also is one indication of you getting fitter and stronger.
So I think unless you are like a pure bodybuilder, actually aesthetics are worth a bit less than your actual strength and fitness.
So also depends on your goals, so which I'll get to actually in this slide itself.
Okay, let's go.
So what do you need, right? So definitely you need a gym membership near you. So it could be an office gym, it can be a nearby Anytime Fitness, or you can work from home days also.
Okay.
So you don't have to, for me, my office at the moment is 3 days work week, then 2 days at home. And I think 2 days of gym per week is good enough.
Yes, correct.
Plus you can maybe add a weekend, so 3 gym days. 3 gym days a week is more than enough. Or about average. So it's good enough for you to see progress already.
Welcome to FatFitFam. So this year 2026 we're collabing with Repeat Order for protein coffee and
matcha creatine.
Yeah, matcha creatine. You can mix and match also. You can put creatine in your coffee or protein in your matcha. So up to you, right? So order from Repeat Order and enjoy. Remember to eat well,
run fast,
lift heavy, and get your coffee fix from Repeat Order. I think again, like you said, it depends on the goal, right?
Yeah, depends
on
your
goal.
goal.
For me, I gym 5 times a week, which is a very different goal from yours. Like, because I like to be big. So, but you're right. I think 2 to 3 times is actually more than enough for the recommended amount, lah. So Jimmy, do you think a gym membership is completely necessary?
I've seen on Instagram a lot of posts on how to do calisthenics, for example, or use resistance bands. And I think it really depends on what level you are at the moment in your goals. So I think if you're just starting out, you can just do maybe a run in the morning, a run in the afternoon, or you can just use resistance bands for pull-ups or calisthenics in general. So maybe not necessary you need a gym membership. So really look at your goals and what you are, at what level you are. But I think if you want to really go to the next level, if you have the equipment, but why not make use of it?
Personally, why did you sign up for a gym? Why not just for free go fitness corner?
I think it's very interesting because back then when I was still in uni, I was reluctant to pay $90 for a gym membership per month. So I'm thinking, what's the best way to keep fit? So I started off with running. Then I was
running is free?
Yeah, it's free. So why not go for running? But caveats are, I digress. Actually, running costs a lot of money also. Your fuel, in your shoes, etc. But I
Okay, but starting out, running is free.
Running is free. Then I started watching Instagram videos, people doing calisthenics. Then I was very inspired. They can do the dragonfly, the holds, the
flags.
Yeah, so I'm like, wow, quite inspired. Then I started doing a lot of pull-ups, push-ups, and then because there are different levels of push-ups also. Once you can do your normal push-ups, you can do incline push-ups,
right?
And you can do weighted push-ups also. So there are levels, you can go next levels, you can go in calisthenics also. And your pull-ups also, you can do your mixed grip. You can do your commando pull-ups to train your core. And then there are toe to bar and everything.
Exactly.
So these are, I think, good enough to tone your body. But if you want to go to the next level to actually build muscle, I think you need to lift weights and progressive overload.
That's true.
So really must see what level you are and what goal you are trying to achieve. Body weight is, it can only get you that far.
I was going to say there's some limitations to body weight in terms of even isolating your muscles. I think that's something that's quite difficult to do in calisthenics because calisthenics is a bit more, or fitness corner training it's a bit more compound. That means you're training a few muscles at the same time. But let's say if you want to train only bicep, it's not really a way to do that because when you're doing pull-ups, you're doing your back and everything together. Whereas the gym gives you this flexibility with the free weights and whatnot. I think maybe some concern from viewers or whatsoever is like paying for the gym. So I think we've really provided some resources like ActiveSG is very cheap. I think you guys can go for that. But in my opinion, for me personally, right, I sign up for gym because I need to see people around. I don't know. Do you know this?
I know the opposite of you.
Last time when we study also, I needed to be in a Starbucks. I cannot be in a corner. You know what I mean? I need to see people. I need to people watch a little bit.
I see. Okay. I think it depends. I like the
personal
preference. I like the some people, but not too many.
Some people, but not too many.
Just some good enough. And I think some people are also quite inspiring. When they lift heavy, you can look at their form and adjust your schedule based on get inspiration from them. So I think it really depends. But gym membership wise, there are many alternatives. ActiveSG. I think if you go during lunchtime also, or super early in the morning, less people.
Exactly. I go in lunchtime because if you go after work, there's a
no way you're gonna get a workout done.
You go at 6 or 7, right? You can get a workout done, but I'm telling you have to adjust your program so much. So let's say you have 3 exercises. You have to share, or like, this person doing this, then you try to switch it around and everything.
And it screws up with your rest times, so it's not very efficient.
Because you're waiting and all that.
Your muscles lose the tension.
Actually, it's so funny. Like I share equipment in gym, right? I realize that I do it faster. Because I feel like someone's waiting.
The pressure.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Usually, it's not longer.
You should do slow and controlled.
Correct.
Because someone waiting for you. You try to push it out.
So I think I don't know that I mentioned this before, but the optimum rest time between reps or between sets is 2 minutes. Okay, or 1:30 to 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So sometimes like when I share, right, then the guy would just like finish, right, then he'll be like. Then I roll me my turn. I look at my watch like, it has only been 30 seconds, bro. I haven't rested.
He looks at you, then you I want to rest.
I was like, I want to rest.
Then you give up your rest time and you go push out next set. Right? I understand what you mean.
So in theory, right, actually you're supposed to rest a bit more so that you can lift as heavy as you can the next set. You're not supposed to rush this. And like you said, control movement. But then sometimes he rush there like paise, Then
I know what I mean, right?
Then I struggle through the next set because it's too early. But to that point that's why you gym lunchtime. That's why you gym
with less people and I think it depends also. Some people and I also meet a few friends also, because if you go at the same time every day, you meet the same people.
You're right. You're exactly right.
So
I know the same people.
You meet people, then you can spot each other. You can gain tips. So it's very interesting on what.
You chat with them. Do you chat with them?
Sometimes, because usually you share.
I just give them the.
You just share with them, then you just hey, how are you doing? Some people are okay. Some more extroverted people. And some people just say hi. Are you using this?
My max is just like how many sets you have left, or like max is like. Next day today? Like that.
Maybe because I go Safra, then more uncles uncles and like the usual people. They I think they do have a day job.
True.
They retired, they just go there and gym, then you talk to them. That's something that it's interesting.
But I think also interesting is to see what kind of workouts they do, because I realized that some of them do very different things. I have a guy who he does deadlift only. And then but his stretches are very long. Like he stretches for 30 minutes. like cross his legs or whatever. And I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing because he did it very heavy. But it's just very interesting to see these people do what they do.
On a side note, I also seen some people who quote unquote ego lift.
I
don't understand this uncle. He benches and he just does this, just do this.
Dude, I have that.
And then he laid out like 4 plates, 4 20 kg plates, and he just does this. He takes so much effort to unrack it and put it out. And I'm like,
I've seen those.
And then when he does the strict press also, it triggers me. What's he doing?
But in my head, I'm like, this is a judgment-free zone. But let's just look at it.
So, but he's quite fit so I don't know what's he doing. Maybe it's a different. Maybe consistency is key. So gym membership and know your goals. Like what I mentioned, you need to know your goals. Have a plan. You just don't go there without a plan. Then you have to plan out your workout in the gym itself, so you waste time. So you need to plan your goals. Bring a timer, bring a watch, or use a phone timer app.
My gym has clocks lah, so I think you can use that also. But I think your own watch will be better.
So I won't watch because I time my sets also. And when time's up, next set. When time's up, start the next rep. So
exactly,
it's better to have a watch, I feel. So it beeps and tells you.
I have this trick that I do. Is that rest time is 2 minutes, right? So let's say like for example, I'm starting at 10:09. I know my next set my next set is 10:11, right? So in my head, to not forget, because sometimes you zone out and you listen to music, right? Is I always tell myself, work against the odds. So that means odd timing, it's time to go. That's how I remember it's 2 minutes. So if I miss that 2 minutes, right, then it's like, okay, never mind, I get 1 minute of rest.
They call it what? Every minute on the minute.
Every minute. There's something to remember.
Also can, or you can just click a lap time your lap. Your time.
True.
That's what I do.
But that one a bit more active lah. You need to keep going.
I guess.
Keep on and off.
But it's a very, I don't know, because I think I'm a runner or something. So I just click.
But one of my trainers at my gym, he actually recommended there's an app. I can't remember what it's called, like Strength app or something. You can even write down your workouts. And then as you start the workout, you just press start. Then it will tell you. It will count down. It will count down like rep. Working rep 30 seconds, and after that 2 minute rest. Then you say like count down like 10 seconds to your next.
That's interesting. That's good. I think I will try that out. Because recently I've been looking at my phone a lot to see what to do next.
Right. So what I do is I write down my workout, but the timing is not like, it's kind of like self-managed lah. But like I said, this app can actually manage it for you. I can't remember whether it's paid or not. We'll figure it out.
I think it doesn't matter, but you'll figure it out lah.
Okay, wait. So one point that you mentioned just now was knowing your goals, right? Do you realize, or when you speak to other people that kind of like want to get into fitness, right? They say, I don't really know what I want. So how do you?
I think it's about specificity. You already mentioned last time. I think last time previously I was like, I want to be a runner. I want to run 5K or run 10K. And nowadays I want to be more functional. I want to be more look better in a swimsuit,
Sure.
So,
or at the beach.
At the beach. So I think my goals change. But when someone tells me that, I think you must really understand now what do you really want, Or what is the, maybe not what we really want, but what you foresee yourself to look like. Right?
True. Yeah.
And in general, cardio is a very good thing to do because it helps the most important muscle in your body. Right?
That one I agree with that.
But I think in general, I wouldn't say most people, but for me at least, for guys at least, if you want to look more, less body fat, more lean, more shredded. So I think gymming is one of the easiest ways to lose fats also. Because if I'm not wrong, don't quote me, you actually burn more fat, or you have a higher metabolism with more muscle mass. So just by gaining more muscles,
you're right,
you actually lose more calories day to day.
Correct.
So probably don't have to do too much of a cardio. Or you can mix in cardio with your strength training. So your metabolism goes up. You can eat more.
For me, it's definitely important. So I actually watch if you all know Jeff Nippard online. So he actually explains this, like why having more muscle is better than having more fats, or rather it burns more fats. It's because protein when you have more muscle, the muscle actually breaks down the food that you eat, and in that what do you call it, thermodynamic process?
Thermodynamic process, metabolism.
It burns calories. So the more muscle you have, the more effort it takes for your body to break down the food, and therefore you are automatically burning the fat because it's a thermodynamic process. So so that's how it works lah. So like you say, more muscle is definitely better. But I show you another video that I watched by Jeff Nippard also, is he talked about different body fat percentage in different people and how they look and whatnot. And he did ask them, what's their goal. So back to this portion about the goals, right? So this guy's goal is very simple. He was quite big lah. I think like 40 plus body fat percentage, maybe 150 kg, very big. And he said his goal was to go skydiving.
Okay.
And skydiving, there's a weight limit.
Okay, yeah.
And I find that very interesting because, like you said, it can be as simple as I want to look good, but at the same time, it can be as personal as I want to go skydiving, and there's a weight limit. And in fact, last time me and my wife went to Japan. We went to USJ, right? Like no joke, right? We saw this guy who's a bit oversized got rejected from the roller coaster. Have you seen this before?
I digress here.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite pastimes is looking at Instagram.
Yeah.
And my favorite channel is plus size park hopper.
Okay.
And I enjoy them. No hate lah.
Yeah.
I like,
but it's usually the US people.
US
right?
people,
Yeah. Because I know they're super
and they actually
oversized,
compare or
judge
educate the masses around whether you can fit in that seats.
Oh, in the roller coaster.
In the roller coaster.
Right.
Some cannot even.
The thing cannot close. Yeah.
And you see the comments, it's ruthless.
Ruthless
out there.
Okay,
But,
I mean that's one point, but so back to my Japan story, right? So this guy, he was with his girlfriend, or at least a date or something like that, lah. And then they were both already seated side by side, And then the granted to the attendees or whoever the roller coaster people, they were really trying their hardest to really make it lock, but it cannot lock.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. So then they said something in Japanese or whatever. Then he had to go. Then his girlfriend rode the ride alone, while me and my wife was like behind. Then of course, we're not trying to be evil or villainous, right? But we do encourage you, please go and be healthy so that you can enjoy life, right? So you can take these things, you can do these things.
Restrictions if you are
bigger size, plus size, things like I think aeroplane rides would be a bit more uncomfortable for you also. Things like that lah. So like I said, so your goals can be a bit more personal. It can literally be, I want to take this roller coaster in USJ, therefore I need to lose weight. And so be that. Right? But also conversely, also those skinnier people, you want to,
gain mass, adjust your diet,
feel better, don't feel so lethargic.
These goals affect your workout plan. That's the point I'm trying to make. So based on your goals, you create your workout plan. And then from there you can scale the efficiency of your workout within that time frame.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So
next slide.
Next
yeah.
Okay.
So it's what are your goals? Actually I mentioned So what are your goals? So strength, size, weight loss, and lower upper focus. So there are a bunch of things to take note of. You want to go for strength. The logic is low reps and higher weight. Then for physique and size, you want to do volume for hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is the mechanics of gaining muscles. Weight loss, you can do more circuit training or cardio. And then whether you want to do lower upper focus. But me personally, I just love doing upper since I'm a runner anyway. So I try not to do as many deadlifts. Maybe once a week. On Wednesdays.
We are basically listing out kind of like the answer here, which is low rep, high weight versus high weight. So again, like Jimmy mentioned, it depends on what you want. So do we want to go into details why lower reps?
Maybe not in this episode.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe the technical. Maybe we have another episode. Okay. So this one is purely. This is what you should think about.
In general,
in a high level, this is what you should think about. Okay.
So next slide. So how to plan? Okay. So my favorite thing to do in the past 3 months are supersets.
I was watching a lot of
saves a lot of time.
Supersets.
So I have a definition here. A superset is when you perform 2 or more exercises back to back with little or no rest in between. It usually targets different muscles. So an antagonist, which means for example, you bench, you do your triceps, and when you row, you do your biceps. So different muscle groups. Or it can also be the same.
Let's slow that down. So triceps is here.
The back. Then when you row, you do your biceps and your back. So first it targets here and targets here. The other one targets here and targets here. So different muscle groups.
So almost opposite. So that's what we're trying to say.
Almost opposite. Because I remember last time when you actually bench, you actually use a bit of
a little bit of scapular, a little bit.
So
but the main muscle
group is.
So what we're trying to do is one set is working out one side, and the other side almost the opposite side of it.
So it has enough time. Your first muscle group has enough time to rest.
Yes. Okay.
Then the second one is same muscle in different ways. So for example, a compound exercise, then isolated.
Yeah.
So you do your bench, so it targets your pecs.
Yeah.
Then you do your fly, so it isolates your pec also.
Yeah.
So it gains more. It strains it gives tension to your muscles.
You're basically just whacking the same muscle. Essentially,
Yeah.
You're just abusing the same muscle with a superset. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. But supersets are bloody tough. You will sweat like crazy.
True, yeah.
But you target your muscles very well, and then it saves time for kicking.
Maybe I correct Jimmy a bit. Okay, because I'm the gymmer here.
The gym, yeah.
Okay, superset is a different muscle one. Okay? The second one where you're doing the same, you're abusing the same muscle. That's called a compound set.
Compound set.
That's what
okay. I did a Google.
Okay. But okay lah. So I mean, naming doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's just
maybe
both
more
these.
same about the same idea.
Yeah, same idea. What I'm trying to say is that these two methods are effective actually in trying to grow muscle. And I think your last point there, right? So so it saves time. Yeah, you want to explain?
Yeah. So because you target different muscle groups, right? You are able to squeeze in more workouts, more exercises, more sets.
Correct.
Within the same period of time.
Again with less rest.
Correct. Yeah, but I think the caveat here is that you cannot push as hard in the next round. So
true.
each set itself, you cannot push as hard.
Right.
So I have a little, I get a bit of inspiration from the workouts I've seen in Instagram also.
Okay.
So I'll get to it in the next slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go next
so definitely there will always be give and takes
pros and cons. Okay, so the pros is supersets, a bit more concise, a bit more efficient. Cons is you're not going as heavy as your body might be capable of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so Jimmy's hacks. I actually gained inspiration from the functional fitness group.
Yeah.
So just now I was mentioning lunchtime gyms, right? So there are some gyms that have some functional gyms, for example Revel, F45. They actually have 12:30 p.m. sessions also.
Yeah.
So you can also go for these sessions and actually do group PT.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, I like to save money because one session I think is about $20.
More, I think. Yeah. It's
and if you buy in a package, it's $20. But then if you buy
single sessions or credit sessions,
to $40.
Correct. Yeah.
So what I do is either I Google or I go Instagram and I screenshot the exercises. Then you can see it's also very efficient. One session is about an hour max, so about 45 minutes. And then so these are the patterns I noticed. They always have about 2 to 3 series. So the series are the white bar thing.
Yeah.
And then each of the series are like supersets. So you actually go through each of the exercises, and then there's a timing attached to it. Yeah. So sometimes I don't know what to plan. Like I don't really or like so-called lazy to plan my workout in advance. So I just go to Instagram. I see the workout. Okay, looks good, and I try to fit that into my routine, my schedule.
But do you change your workouts every week, every time?
So the thing is, because if you plan yourself, it's gonna be a bit mundane. You lack creativity. You don't know what different groups to do. Whatever. So a good inspiration is I go to the Instagram and I take a look because every week their workout is different. Every workout for them is different, so I can just gain inspiration, or maybe I can do different variations exercises.
Okay.
So for example, I can do your beast row with kettlebells.
Sure. Yeah.
Then another day I can do the T-bar row. I can. So
you're essentially working the same muscles with different
variations.
Variation of exercise.
Yeah. So I think we mentioned in one of our earlier episodes is that when you go to the gym, if someone is using the equipment, instead of if the T-bar is used, you can use alternatives like use a dumbbell, use a kettlebell.
Yeah.
So I like these different variations of exercises also.
Sure.
So you can mix in. It eliminates mundanity.
True.
The same thing you do every time.
Not agreeing the same thing. Okay. But for me it's a bit different. For now, I do it in blocks. So in like a month, like a 6 to 8 week program of maybe 4 to 8 week program, I'll do the same thing. Actually, it is boring, and I will put it out there. It is boring, so you might get bored. But for me, it's a good way to see my progressive overload for the exact same exercise. So, example, bench press, I can tell that I'm doing better because I'm doing it for the whatever 6 to 8 months. So 6 to 8 weeks. So, but then nearer the 8 weeks, I'll think, okay, maybe I should switch it up. And like you said, doing the same muscle group, but maybe something else. But to me, there are still some very key main exercises that you should still do in the gym. So things like squats, things like bench press. I think that remains a staple for
it is a staple. I'll get to the next slide also. So I like to focus my gym session in the on main compound lifts.
Right.
So if you go to the next slide. So this is like what I noticed in the workouts. You don't mind moving the camera?
So
when I look at the schedule they have, this is a pattern I noticed now. Okay, they actually focus their workout on a main compound lift. So main compound lift being your bench, being your squats,
your
deadlift
also.
Yeah, so I like also what you mentioned about seeing your progress week per week, or session per session. So I like to focus on my main compound lifts. So be it with the bench as a benchmark,
as the measure.
So that is the main part of my session, my gym session. So or my superset. So I have 3 series. The first series would be main compound lift, so bench, antagonist lift, sometimes unilateral. So nowadays I'm very also, I mix unilateral lifts into my session, my superset also. So what's unilateral? Sometimes usually you do bench is 2 hands, right? Or you do row with 2 hands. But if you do one at a time, one side at a time, it actually also strengthens your core and your spine. So it's actually very good for your whole body stabilization.
True.
So I also been mixing a lot of some unilateral exercises here and there. So like I push one. Then after I swap the other one. So it helps a bit.
For me, the downside, I have tried some unilateral, like rows and all that. Right? The downside for me is not very efficient. That means
it's not efficient,
you're taking twice as long for the same kind of benefit.
But the thing is, it's part of a superset. So I take that time as recovery.
Okay, fair enough.
So it makes sense because when I look at their inspiration from from the Revel workouts. So it makes sense, but not necessarily all the time.
True, It's just I like to sprinkle it in between. But correct. You're right.
So this is a general guide. So compound lift, your antagonist lift. So your bench, then you do your row. Then your isolated or core exercises. So a separate part, so you can do either your curls or your sit-ups. So you actually work out your entire body. Then 30-45 seconds rest. Then you go again. So 4 and 6.
So I also everyone, like I say, I go gym 5 days a week. Right? Every one of those days, I have one exercise for core. So in my opinion, you don't need a core day. I don't know about you. Do you agree?
I don't have a core day.
I think it's a bit pointless to do purely core on one day because your core is actually quite strong. So that when you exercise it, like that, you will recover by the next day for you to hit it again. So either you do everyday core day, or like for me, like you just throw in one exercise
of
core.
Lift also.
Exactly.
Unilateral lifts also help the core.
Correct. Like when you do squats and whatnot, you're engaging your core. So I just throw in one exercise of core at the end of every session.
So there are a bunch of progressive overload for core also. So you can do your normal sit-ups, you can do your V-ups. Then you can also do your weighted I don't know what's it called again.
Cable crunches.
Cable crunches.
Those are my favorite at the moment.
If you don't have a cable crunch, you can just hold a weight and then you just go out. Hold a plate.
Oh, yours go out. Is the cable one are you talking about?
Cable one also you can do this.
That one.
You can do a crunch.
That's called cable crunch.
Else you can just use a weight and I forgot what it's called already. Dead bugs, I forgot what it's called.
Is it? I can't remember. But I did see on TikTok, right, or Instagram, the quite effective one is the roll. Have you tried that one? The roller.
The roller.
The
roller.
And then you
that's very tiring. That's very tiring.
You first start with your knees, but then as you get better, you do the push-up level. Like that kind of standard. I think those are really tough. I tried once and I was like, wow, this is very tough. Because to me, right, if you cramp out, there's no way out.
I guess you can just
because
collapse.
You but then you're falling on your face. So I find it very risky. What was your favorite core exercise right now?
I just do simple sit-ups or V-ups.
Okay. But how do you do sit-ups? Do you really slot your legs in something and then do?
Usually, I don't want to exercise because in the gym itself, if you rotate too many, you walk around too much, you waste a bit of time.
True.
So I just plant my legs on the ground.
Okay.
It helps a bit with your control.
Anyway, it helps your control. Then
there are different variations I mentioned. I already mentioned also. So you can switch it up also.
So V-ups for me, I used to do V-ups, but then the problem with V-ups is I feel like it works more with your hip flexors than your actual core, because you're flexing up your hips lah. So, but I do throw in here and there. Try to mix it about. My current favorite now is the cable crunch. I think I mentioned before. It's because if you do the cable crunch,
there is movement in your spine.
So as long as your spine is kind of like bending. So I do 2 main ones that I like now. One is the cable crunch, but like I say, it's because you can add the weight. So you can tell that you're getting strong. Your core is getting stronger and stronger every week. But the difficult part about cable crunch is getting the form correct. Because a lot of people will push their hips out and then they'll end up just bending their hips rather than curling the core.
Correct. You need to curl the
You need to curl,
spine.
yes, exactly. So you need to have a bit more mind-muscle connection there. And the other one is ab coasters. You got to see before?
I never heard.
So ab coasters is on the, you put your knee on like a,
That's cool.
Now I'll show the hard cam. Okay. So ab coasters is the one where you are on your knees on the thing, and then the thing itself can go up and down like that.
Oh, okay, it's the machine.
It's the machine.
Okay.
And you can put weights on it. So you hold the thing and then you just like then why I like it is because machines are quite good because they fix your form for you. Actually, that's why it's technically better than free weights. Even when you do bench press, right? Actually, a Smith machine, the one that with the pulley, it really helps with your form because you cannot go too far forward or you cannot go too far back. It's fixed in that kind of position. So your form, your shoulders don't get blown out or whatever. It's okay. So back to the ab coasters, right? So the ab coasters define the motion of your spine such that it contracts your core in the most optimal manner.
So it isolates that portion over there.
Exactly. Yeah. So I really love ab coasters. I really love cable crunch. But again, cable crunch is more of the form portion. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, Jimmy. Okay. So pause. We are actually quite good on this episode. Let's split this episode into 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll catch you guys in the next one.
But I think in the next episode I'll be talking about the weights to choose, number of reps to do, and then maybe more on the routine I have. So this is only the first segment.
Okay, so the first segment, let's just quick recap. So we talk about going to the gym. It's quite efficient and even less crowded to go at lunchtime. We will recommend lunchtime. I would say it's not crowded in the morning also. But basically the answer is don't go in the evening.
Don't go in the evening, it's the worst.
Yeah, it's the worst lah.
Yeah. And also how to mix in supersets with your normal sets to save time.
So if you remember, the core principle here is we want you to go to the gym consistently and enjoy it. So if you go in the evening and it's very crowded, you don't enjoy it, and you actually cannot get a very efficient work done, then I would say that's no point lah. And then you're paying for what also, right? Because you're paying for the gym.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I think another thing we talked about a lot is the goals also. So make sure that when you hit the gym or even your running workouts, you know what you're working towards. If you're not sure, comment down below. I don't know what goal I want or whatsoever. I also mentioned it can be a very personal one. And then after that, we go into the details of the actual workout. Yeah. So a quick recap. Let me just the suggested. We just look at
not suggested, but what I do.
Yeah, what Jimmy does. But I also kind of do the same thing actually. So I have a main compound lift. So I think I agree with this, which is that there are some really fundamental lifts that the gym actually you cannot run away from. So like Arnold Schwarzenegger, all this, right? From then they were doing bench press. So till now you're still doing bench press.
It's always been there.
It's been there. It's tested and proven that these are the best exercises. So I know sometimes you see on TikTok, some viral exercise, do it like this way or that way, whatever nonsense, right? You can try, but end of the day, it has to anchor with a core main compound lift. So okay. So we'll catch you in the next episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and also comment down below. Maybe what are your goals? If you do plan on going to the gym, and whether you agree with us or not that actually a 45-minute or even a 1-hour gym is good enough. Yeah. Okay. So remember to eat well,
run fast,
and lift heavy. This episode is about lifting heavy.
It's about lifting.
Okay. See you guys next time.